everyone, I'm Holly and I am going to jump into a new batch of soap. I'm pretty excited to make it. This batch is going to be, well, the fragrance is called Hawaiian Ginger. And I was just reading the description and it doesn't even say anything about ginger. So that's a little bit weird, but it's supposed to be fruity, a hint of floral, a hint of vanilla. And I used to make it quite a long time ago. I made it several times and it just dropped off my radar. But today I am back to make this soap. And so the first thing I want to do is add in the coconut milk. I do love coconut milk. It smells so good. So I need to get that well blended into the oils. I do want it to have just a little bit of a creamy background, so I'm going to go ahead and add in some titanium dioxide, and let's go ahead and get that well blended in now. Going to add in the lye solution. This is the biggest batch I make, so it's going to get pretty close to the top here. And now for more blending. It may take a bit just because it's such a big batch. I am a little bit concerned because I just was reading the description and reading the comments, reviews, I guess, for this fragrance. And I've never really had troubles with it, but some people were complaining about it accelerating, and some said discoloring, and it's not supposed to do either. And I don't recall that ever happening to me either, so I'm admittedly just a hint nervous. Okay, so I am going to stir in this fragrance. It looks like we're just at a very, very light trace. Let's hope it plays nice. It almost has a bubblegum quality to it, which is kind of cool. I'm getting just a little bit of ricing, a little texture. It's not, let's just leave that in there. It's not bad. So I just have a couple of buckets here and I'm going to try to pour them both in one go. We'll see how it goes. This is about 40 pounds plus the container. Let's see what we have left in here. Got quite a lot. That's fine. I think that looks good. I did spill just a little bit, but wasn't too bad. Let me think how I want to do this. I guess I'll do yellow into this side, to this bucket. And these are just micas that I've mixed with a little bit of my batch oils. I'm gonna do blue into this one. I used to make this purple in like an orangey apricot color, pink, I think it was pink, and gold. I decided to do something different with the fragrance today. And into the pot, I'm gonna put in this pretty pink color. It's looking good. I was afraid it was thickening up, but it's pretty good. It's not too bad at all. Might be getting a little thick by the time I'm on the back side of this process. And this, I thought, even if it went just a little bit to a greenish side, that would be pretty as well. Yeah, it's not going to be a strong blue. So then into this pot, just get this side scraped down a little bit. And I will probably give them each just a little blend. I gotta slow down, getting crazy and splattering. Let's see how I want to do this. I guess I'll just go this way. Try not to scrape on the bottom. It is looking pretty good. In fact, I don't even think I'm going to give that last one a blend at all. It's getting thick. I definitely start to run out of room when I have these big molds and all these pots. Just going to do this. I'm not doing anything super particular. Just hoping for just a real pretty swirl from all the different colors together. This is getting pretty thick. I was definitely hoping to get that green and a little bit of the orange here and there. I had to switch over to this green spatula because it's kind of a spoonula. Wow, it works so much better. So I'm gonna have to remember that. I don't love the flat spatulas. They're great when the batter's not very thick, but when you need to scoop it out and make some progress, the spoonulas work just a little bit better. Back in the olden days, about the same time frame when I used to make this soap, I made a soap and can't even think of it name right now, but it was hot pink and yellow and I think blue, and then I threw in some black. That was always a cool looking batch. I might have to repurpose that design. The fragrance is no longer available, and I was given a suggestion of replacements but by the supplier themselves, but it wasn't even close, so that was a no-go. Maybe it was what was that one called? Did I call it Summer Love? I think it was like a Summer Fling fragrance oil from Bramble Berry or something like that. Spring Fling. I don't know. Either way, not available anymore. Alright, need to smack this down really well. When I get these edges all scraped. Oh, this is so pretty. I think this is going to be exactly what I hoped, with it creating some green and some orange. I'm not seeing much for purple, but I'm seeing the other colors. I am going to give this one just a little spritz of glitter. I just think that'll set it off beautifully. This is biodegradable, of course. So I'm not sure any soap makers use non-biodegradable anymore. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, so here we have the Hawaiian and Ginger scented soap, and we'll see what name I come up with. I'll see you back here for the cut. It's time to cut this Hawaiian Ginger type soap. I just forgot how amazing this scent is. It definitely needs to be back in rotation. It's so good. Wow. So most of the loaves are cut already. And I'm just having a big soap cutting day, and I'm almost done. So it's been a while, so it's really hard. But it has plenty of time to cure still, so I'm not concerned about it at all. Still cut really nicely. And the swirling and the colors didn't quite turn out as I thought they were going to. They're nice, but I would probably go a little different direction next time with my process. But it is very nice, and I think I'm going to call it Hawaiian Dreams. I just think that's a nice name for this. It just smells amazing. Now in the past, I think I already told you in the video, in the past I've made it like a purple and pink and orange and maybe white. Might be something we just need to revisit. So our scents usually stay in rotation as is. There's just so many different scents and designs that my customers love that I just can't keep them all the time. So we do keep these products in rotation, and sometimes some of these scents will only come around once or maybe twice a year. And then there's some like Figgy Cream and my more popular ones I do try to get made at least 2 to 4 times a year. This year I haven't had as many releases. It's just been one of those years. This is a pretty bar. I really like it. But this one is set to go with a beach / summer theme that I'm planning for the mid to end of July. So let's get these stacked up. So actually this was quite a bit bigger batch. My tray is already full, and if I were to set them upright they would fit, but I will probably just spill them over onto another tray with their samples. But for now, this is the returning Hawaiian Ginger type scent that's going to have a new name, Hawaiian Dreams. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye. This is heavy.